Hey, good morning, Facebook friends, family, and a happy new year to everybody. I hope everybody's 2017 is starting out good. Okay, I've been watching and reading, and it's been a busy morning for me reading up on stuff and watching videos about these 300 pages of Hillary emails and watching off and on the Senator Sessions confirmation hearing for Attorney General. Uh, I just got a couple of little things here that need to be brought to the forefront, and the only person that I've even seen mention it was Judge Napolitano. And here's the thing. It seems to me like they're doing everything they can to make sure that Hillary Clinton does not get prosecuted. This is the way I see it. Now, I may be wrong, and I hope that I am. But let's take a look at it. Okay, we have, just 10 days or 9 days till Trump is inaugurated and takes over the helm of the United States. And in that 9 to 10 days, we still have to put up with that idiot that's sitting at the helm now. He can, with the stroke of a pen, pardon Hillary of all her crimes. Pardon her. And if he does, it doesn't make any difference whether Senator Sessions is confirmed as Attorney General or not. It'll be a moot point. Most people are forgetting that Obama has the power right now to exonerate her of all charges, and she can carry on smartly and get away with being a crook continually for the rest of her life. And the reason being he can do this is because he knows that if she gets prosecuted and it goes to trial, that his name is going to come up and he's going to be called as a witness. And he knows that he will more than likely be indicted himself. So he's got to cover his ass. So that's why I'm saying that they released these 300 pages or whatever it was on purpose. On purpose. So that he was aware of what's going on, the American people's aware of what's going on, and so that he can pardon Hillary Clinton and keep his nose out of it. Keep his ass out of the hot seat. That's just exactly what it is. If he doesn't pardon Hillary Clinton, it will shock the hell out of me. And that tells me that he's so damn arrogant and also so damn stupid that he's willing to be called as a witness and end up indicting himself. But then again, he can be called as a witness and sit there and everything comes out of his mouth that says, I choose to use the Fifth Amendment, where I do not have to say anything that may incriminate me. And to me, if he does that, that's telling me he's as guilty as sin. Or unless he can manage to get a deal in order to be a witness against Hillary to where they can't prosecute him. Give him full immunity on anything and everything he says. It can go either way there. But I'm almost willing to bet that he's gonna pardon Hillary of all her crimes. I am almost willing to bet that. And I'm almost willing to bet that he's going to pardon the Clinton Foundation of all of their crimes too. And I'm just very disappointed in this. I'm very, very disappointed because this is all stuff that everybody should know. Everybody should take a step back, take a deep breath, and look at it. Because I know there's people out there right now, all right, they're going to put Hillary in jail. Yeah, right on. Well, guess what? Don't count your chickens before they hatch, because I guarantee you, if she does get prosecuted, it's going to drag Obama's ass into it. Of course, from what I'm seeing anyway, Obama may end up getting smacked with some legal shit anyhow. But that remains to be seen. Okay, something else I need to touch on is the shooting at the Orlando airport. It was sad. It was very sad. But however, a lot of that was staged. If anybody has watched some of the videos that have come out, you need to pay close attention to them, because it was staged. It was staged. There's one video of people running out of the airport, and there's a guy in red overalls with a white beard and a dog standing there, and he don't seem to be too overly excited about any of it. And you've got cameramen, news media people with professional cameras there, and they've got bulletproof vests on. And this is when this first started, evidently. From what they're saying, this is when the shooting first started, and you got people running like crazy, and then you got other people just walking around, la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. I'm sorry. I've been in these situations and seen these types of situations in real life. And that's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. You get the hell out of Dodge. You get out of the line of any type of... You get out of the way of any type of bullet, stray bullets, ricochets, whatever. You get the hell out of Dodge. Keep yourself covered. And cameramen are not going to walk into a goddamn active fire zone with their cameras up shooting and be wearing bulletproof vests. Now, how did the media get there so damn quick when this is just starting? Explain that one. Okay, now I mentioned a guy in red overalls and a white beard with a dog. Okay, it wasn't just a few minutes later, you see him outside someplace, leaning against a railing, talking on his cell phone, just looking around, da-di-da-di, and people are still running by him. And then you got this worker, supposedly airport worker, female. She's all crying, she's got her hat on and her yellow reflective vest and stuff, and she's just, oh, it's so scary, yada, 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 yada. And then just a few minutes later, the reporter's interviewing some gal by the name of Brittany. Okay. Wow. It's the same gal that had the hard hat on and the reflective vest. And her name changed. It's the same gal. So a lot of this was staged. Now I'm not saying that they didn't have a shooter. I'm not saying that at all, because there are people that are dead. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I think it was a hit. I think it was a government planned hit. Now don't sit there and say, oh, our government wouldn't do that. In a pig's ass, and that's pork. America, how quickly you forget about a project that was run by the CIA and the military on our own people back in the 50s. The name of the project was MK Ultra. It was run on our own citizens, and we didn't know nothing about it for probably 30, 40 years. Excuse me. And and after it came out, everybody, okay. Nobody wanted to do anything about it. Nobody wanted to hold the government and the military responsible. The CIA responsible. Nobody wanted to do anything about it. Why? Because you're sheep. What the government does is okay for you as long as you're not involved and you don't get hurt. Well, wrong goddamn answer. This is your country. You better stand up for it, because if you don't, ain't nobody else gonna. And another possibility on that shooting in Orlando, it could be, except with the exceptions of the people that died, a mass conflagration drill. For those of you who don't know what that is a drill where they hold mass casualty training. Active shooter mass casualty training. And if that was the scenario, well, they need to come out and let everybody know that it was just a drill. But then how do you explain the actual dead people? That's why I'm saying I think it was a hit. You know, I'm probably wrong. And I pray to God I am wrong. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I think that the news videos that we've seen came from CNN. And if they did, then you can't believe a damn bit of it. Because CNN has been caught on numerous occasions faking their reports. They had a male guy, supposedly he was in Iraq, and they were bombing and stuff, and what was going on behind him was all green screen. The wind that was blowing and stuff like that was soundstage fans. I'm sorry, you know, you can't BS somebody who's been there. You can't BS people who know. And then you got the two females that are talking about, I think it was in San Bernardino or some damn place, when the San Bernardino shooting went down, that they were supposedly in different areas of the country. And if you watch, you see the same damn bus go by behind them. It's the same exact bus. And you really look, they're in the same damn area, just off center from where each other were. They're in the same damn area. It's amazing how stupid American people are when they start watching this shit and they don't look into it. You gotta pay attention to what's going on in the background. You gotta pay attention to it. Because CNN will make up bullshit. Saying, oh yeah, this reporter's live on the scene. And a reporter's sitting in their main headquarters in a goddamn soundstage making all this bullshit up. They ain't even close to the danger. It ain't like it used to be, when you had actual reporters actually getting out there and getting their damn hands dirty. No, these mamby-pamby supposed reporters and news anchors and shit, they're nothing but puppets on strings. That's all they are. Well, that's all I really wanted to say about this today. It's been kind of hectic, and I've been watching all this stuff, and I've been looking at a lot of this crap, and I'm going to tell you, folks, a lot of what we're being fed is bullshit. And a lot of it is coming from both parties, Republican and Democrat. They are letting it happen. They are feeding us a line of crap so that we think that, oh yeah, we're on top of this, we're taking care of this, yeah. And then that brings to mind, we have never heard Obama saying anything about this, harping on any of this. How come we've never heard him really getting down on it and not say it, and without saying anti-gun? Anti-gun, anti-gun. And then you got Congress. First thing out of a couple of those Democratic congressmen's mouths, oh, we need to make the airport a no-gun zone. It already is, stupid. Every airport in this country is a no-gun zone, a gun-free zone. There's signs everywhere that tell you this. I worked for an airport, so I know for what I'm talking. I worked for one of the largest airports in the country. Bush International Airport in Houston, Texas. I worked there. I know. I had access to the tarmac. I had all over the place. But, however, it was a gun-free zone. The only people who were authorized to carry weapons were the police officers attached to the airport. Those are the only people allowed to carry guns. And that presents me with another problem. The video of the Orlando shooting. They got caught staging this shit. It was filmed and put up on the internet. There was some lady, and the area they were in, I happen to know for a fact, was off limits to civilians. It's off limits. It was down around the power grids, where the transformers and the switching stations and stuff were at for the power. I know, because I recognized a lot of it. Even though my airport was different, the boxes and stuff all look the same. I know what they look like. Having worked there, I know what they look like. Now, this woman and her companion, supposedly she got shot in the head. Okay, an ambulance pulls up and backs away from her. You didn't see the paramedics jumping out of the truck and getting over there to help her right away. That was later on in the scene. And you're going, well, how come they're not helping her? Why ain't they doing anything? They're standing around playing with the gurney. And they're talking to a cop, and it was staged. So you knew damn well it wasn't real. They didn't even try to make it look real. And people were filming this. And if you listen real closely, you hear one guy, because he thought it was real, so how come they're not helping her? It was staged, folks. Like I say, I feel that it was a hit by our government. And that poor guy, even though he may be Muslim, is the scapegoat. He's going to go to prison. And what he said makes a lot of sense, having been in the military for many years as I was, and having heard a lot of the shit and stories, and knowing about what our government and military did to the American people, to a lot of American people back in the 50s, does not surprise me. It does not surprise me one little bit. So, with that being said, let's think about what's going on in this country right now, ladies and gentlemen. I know I shouldn't be saying any of this stuff because I will be, could become a target for their stupidity or for my stupidity for being brave enough and gutsy enough to be pointing this stuff out. But it's my country and I love it. With that being said, if something happens, well, it happens. Be it said that I was not afraid to tell you folks the truth. I'm not, and I never will be. This is our country. We have to take it back from the crooks and the idiots in Washington, D.C. If that means we got to shut the whole shebang down and start from scratch, so be it. We have to do that. All this crap of blaming Russia and blaming everybody else except for the people who really are in charge of it has got to stop. When you really start looking into a lot of this stuff that's going on, folks, you'll see that our government's got its fingerprints all over it. All over it. That's why like I have been saying for the last, year, I have never seen a political process so convoluted, so crooked, and so stupid as we've had in this last election year. This has got to be the worst thing I've ever seen in this country. I've been pissed off at our country for a lot, on many occasions. But this has got to take the cake. And the American people are standing there letting it happen. And you snowflake liberal millennial idiots think, oh, well, that's fine and dandy. They can do what they want as long as you get your freebies. Well, when the money runs out, there ain't going to be no damn freebies, you idiots. Okay, that's all I got, folks. Y'all have a good day. Take care and think about what I said. There's a lot that's going on that we're not being told, and we're supposed to believe everything we see and everything we hear on the news. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you do see a video on news or on Facebook or Political Insider or something like that, and you watch it, study it real hard. Turn the sound off. Look at what you're seeing. Watch the whole thing. Look at what you're seeing. Because you will see things that don't add up. Then you'll see maybe I'm right. Y'all have a good day. Take care. God bless.